Hi guys, I will not be here today for third bell, so I just wanted to kind of go over what I'm asking you to do in question number 3. I'm going to give you a few examples so then that way you understand maybe a little bit better what I'm asking. Now, we've looked at some chemical reactions before. You know that in the parentheses that the S and the G and L and AQ all stand for something. So S, remember, stands for solid, and G, remember, stands for gas. If it's L, that would stand for a liquid. If it has an AQ at the end of it, that stands for aqueous, which means that it's just dissolved in water. Now, I give you these reactions, but I want you to write these reactions into words. So you've done something like this already where you've been given an element or you've been given a compound and you've had to name it. So now we have to do the entire reaction. So let's look at this first one. The first one is Fe and it's a solid. So I would say solid iron because it's iron and it's a solid. So I would say solid iron reacts with, because we're adding it to. So solid iron reacts with, I have O2, and that's a gas. Now remember, O2, oxygen is diatomic. So I'm not going to call it dioxygen, it's just plain oxygen. So I have solid iron reacts with, what state of matter is this oxygen in? It's gaseous, or it's a gas. So solid iron reacts with gaseous oxygen.
Brian Bursic, please report to the guidance office. Brian Bursic, the guidance.
Okay, so solid iron reacts with gaseous oxygen, and then I have this arrow. Now, the arrow represents that you're yielding something. You're yielding a product or you're making something. You're producing something. So you could say either one. You could say that solid iron plus gaseous oxygen yields, or solid iron plus gaseous oxygen produces. Either one is completely fine. So we're just going to say yields. And now I have this solid compound, Fe2O3. So how would I name that? I'd have to think, is this ionic or is it molecular? I see that I have a metal present, so that should automatically tell me that it is ionic. We have to be careful at what type of metal that is. That is a transition metal. So what's special about transition metals? What's special is that they get that Roman numeral. So I can't just call this iron oxide. I'm going to have to call it iron 3 oxide. And specifically, I'm going to say solid iron 3 oxide. So solid iron 3 oxide. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, here's what I would say. I have solid iron reacts with gaseous oxygen to yield solid iron 3 oxide. So solid iron reacts with gaseous oxygen, yielding solid iron 3 oxide. Okay? So all you're doing is taking each piece. You're just going to take each piece and name them. So I had solid iron reacts with gaseous oxygen to yield or to produce solid iron 3 oxide. Okay? Now I have one more up here for you, and let's look at that one. So on this one, I'm just going to start off with what I have. I have solid, what's Cu? It's copper. So I have solid copper reacts with aqueous, because AQ stands for aqueous. Now I have AgNO3. So solid copper reacts with aqueous, I would name that silver nitrate. Remember, Ag silver, NO3 nitrate, technically silver 1 nitrate. So solid copper plus aqueous silver 1 nitrate produces solid silver and aqueous, how would I name this one? Aqueous copper 2 nitrate. Because this is copper, it's a transition metal, meaning that it has to have a Roman numeral. So I would name that copper 2 nitrate. Okay, so solid copper plus aqueous silver 1 nitrate produces or yields solid silver plus aqueous copper 2 nitrate. Okay, now you have on your paper here, you have 5 of these that I'd like you to try on your own. I want you to keep that paper with you, and we'll go over them together tomorrow. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, guys, okay? I will see you tomorrow. Bye.